Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be discussing about the multicast testing tool. This tool basically aims at benchmarking networking devices for multicast traffic, and it provides automated performance testing of layer 2 and 3 networking devices in compliance with RFC 3918. The performance testing is basically done on the basis of some of the tests which are provided in RFC, like aggregate throughput test, mixed class throughput test, multicast latency, group join delay, group leave delay. And now we'll talk about some of the benefits of the multicast testing tool. The tools which are being used currently for this purpose are not indigenously developed and are very costly too. For this purpose, CDAC Hyderabad has developed the multicast testing tool, which can be used for pre-deployment testing of network equipments for SLA verification, post-deployment verification, troubleshooting of DUTs. It basically ensures the end user satisfaction, and it saves startup and troubleshooting time using an automated test performance. Let's now get the test bench, the multicast testing module. So this is the switch, extreme switch, which we have configured and created the multicast groups into it. For the basically the server machines which we have used to test the DUT, which is a 10G site. So this is the GUI of the multicast testing tool, and we can see that on the left side there is a panel listing all the supported tests by the multicast testing tool. We can actually select any one of the tests which we want to perform, and then we have to fill all the test related configurations details like device name, frame sizes, and some test related parameters like duration of the test, speed resolution, acceptance loss, and number of trials you want to perform the test to. And now we'll run through mixed class throughput test. This tool basically what it does in this test is it offers both the unicast class frames and multicast class frames are basically offered simultaneously to a fixed number of receivers. So we'll run this test now. So first of all, we'll fill all the test related configurations. We'll provide the group IP or the multicast group IP, and we'll select the ratio. We'll start the test. It will take and it will say no for the last column, mixed class throughput, as we have mentioned the acceptance loss as 10%, so it's not getting into its limit, so it will say no till it reaches over there. Finally it will give the throughput in Mbps, which will say that this is basically the performance of the device on mixed class type of throughput. So this is the final result. It got 9677 Mbps on a 10 Gbps line. We'll see the final test results, average out of it, and all the test related graphs. So as we have performed on 1280 frame size test, so it gives the throughput on that. And now we'll move towards aggregate throughput test, which basically determines the maximum rate at which DUT receives all the offered frames from one ingress interface to selected n number of egress interface. We'll run the test now. aggregate multicast throughput. We'll select the DUT name. We'll run it on multiple frame sizes. IGMP version 2, acceptance loss 10%. Group IP of the DUT, number of groups are 1, and we'll start the test now. And now it will perform the test too many times. It will perform so many iterations of the same test actually until it gets the result in its acceptance loss level. And finally it got result 9601 Mbps on 1280 frame size, and now the same test will be performed by it on 9216 frame size. Still the test is running for 9216 frame size. So till now it got no throughput, and finally it got the result, and we'll see the test result column and then test graphs of these two frame sizes. And now we'll move towards the delay test. So the first one is group join delay. The objective of this module is to measure the time duration it takes a DUT to start forwarding multicast frames from the time a successful IGMP group membership report has been issued by the DUT actually. So the difference in the timestamps of these two things gives us a group join delay. So we'll run the test now. We'll run it on 64, 1024 and 9216 frame sizes at a time. Group IP which is formed in the DUT, number of groups, and finally we will start the test. So these are the delay values in nanoseconds for frame size 64, and now the test is being performed for 1024 bytes. So these all are the result values for 1024 bytes packets. And in the same manner it will show the join delay for 9216 byte packets. So the test is so we'll have a quick look at test results, test graphs. And now let's have a demonstration of group leave delay. This test basically determines the time duration it takes a DUT to cease forwarding multicast frames after a corresponding IGMP leave message has been successfully offered to the DUT. We'll run the test now. We'll fill all the configuration details. We'll create the group now. So that was basically the validation part of the tool. By mistake I entered the wrong IP. So these are the results displayed by the tool for 64 byte frame size, and now the test it is performing for 1024 frame size. And now for 9216. Now we'll see the test results. And now we'll see the multicast latency test. This test basically determines the latency of the DUT using a timestamped tag frame. Basically what we do is we send a timestamp tag frame with multicast traffic, and another timestamp is taken upon the receiving of the tag frame. So the difference between these two timestamps gives the latency. And now we'll have a quick demo of this test. Select the device, frame sizes, we'll select all the frame sizes, we'll perform the test on all. Group IP again to 226.0.0.1. Now this test will take a long time, so we'll directly run through the test results. So I have deliberately cancelled the test, otherwise it will take a long time. So these all are the statistics of the performed test. And now let's have a quick look at the PDF report generated by the tool. So it will basically contain all the informations related to DUT details, test configuration, all we have selected during the test. And finally it will have per trial based results for each and every frame sizes, what all we have selected during the test. That's it.